Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another how-to video on using custom maps in AllTrails. Now in a previous video, I've shown you how to create a custom map, but today I want to talk about how to make changes to that map after you've saved it. So maybe you want to, let's say, move the start point or the end point to different locations, or maybe you want to move the route itself to take in a different trail or two. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. And remember, these custom map tools in AllTrails are only available on their website, but once you make your changes and save them, the updated map will automatically sync to your mobile device. So let's take a look. Sign into AllTrails and under the saved map, select My Maps. Then search for the map you want to change. I'll use the sample AT New Jersey Section 1 map I created in a previous video demonstration. Click on that map to open it. Now first I'll explain the changes I plan to make here. I'm going to change the start point of my hike to a different parking area. I know of this other lot across the border in New York. I'm also going to add a loop around Surprise Lake near the beginning of the hike. Then, towards the end of the hike, I'll add an out and back on a side trail that leads to a viewpoint near the summit of Waypoints mountain. And finally, I'll extend the hike to include the boardwalk section that crosses Pochuck Swamp by moving the route endpoint to Route 517. So let's get started. In the left panel under the route section, click the ellipse to open the drop-down menu and select Edit. Make sure you have Smart Routing enabled so it will automatically route you along the pre-established trails. Of course, you always have the option to turn Smart Routing off and manually draw your own lines. I'll zoom into my starting location for my first edit. Simply click and hold the start point, dragging and dropping it to the new location. Now, Smart Routing thinks it's smarter than me, so it moved the entire route to a more efficient path to the end. But that's not exactly what I wanted. Since I'm the smarter one, I'll make it do what I intended. Also, notice the old path is still visible but dulled, so you still have a reference before saving any changes. Okay, now to fix things a bit here. What I really want to do is hike up to the AT from that new parking lot and then follow the previous route I had before. I'm basically going to drag this new route back to where it was before. To move a route, you need to establish 3 points along the route to define the section to move. The first 2 points would be at the beginning and end of the section to move, and the third point is anywhere in between. The route start and end points can serve as the first 2 points, so I'll add a third point somewhere in between by just clicking there. Then I'll grab and drag it to the old route and drop it there. You can see it moved most of the route to where I want it, but it still thinks the second part of the hike is more efficient using a different route. But I'll just do the same thing on that section and drag it back over. One more thing to fix here at the starting point. I want to hike a trail up to the AT and rejoin my original path. I'll add a point here to move this section over. Oh, darn it, I accidentally clicked here after dropping it and moved my endpoint here also. Luckily, we still have the undo button, so don't forget to use it if you mess up. There, that's better. Now, let's add that loop around the lake. Remembering what I said before about creating 3 points around the section to move, I'll create a start and end point, then a point in between, dragging it to the trail that loops the lake. So here again, the tool thinks it knows better, and instead of going all the way around the lake, it simply gave me an out and back to that point. Not what I wanted, and I am the smarter one. I'll undo that change and try it again, this time dropping it a little further around the lake, and voila! Now I have my loop in place. Okay, my third change is to add that out and back to the viewpoint on way on the mountain. I'll create a point on my route where that side trail starts, then drag and drop it out to the viewpoint. Now you can see I have an out and back along this side trail as the arrows indicate. And lastly, I'm going to move that end point. Just grab and drag it to the new location. And there you go. My route now continues through the swamp and finishes at Route 517. Finally, don't forget to save your map changes. And there you have it. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I will be posting more tips on how to use custom maps in AllTrails. Peace.